M.D. Jones, Doctor of Education, is a USA Today best-selling author who lives in Maryland with her family. In her desire to see more novels with positive, sexy, and three-dimensional Black characters as soulmates, friends, and lovers, she took on that challenge herself. Go for it, ND.
Thank you very much. In my novel, Barely Gold, and far as what I'll read for you today, Fayola is a veteran soldier. She's on her last mission and nothing goes according to plan. And so instead of rescuing one doctor, she finds herself making a mad dash to the border with 20 war orphans with a group of soldiers following swiftly behind them. So I'll begin. Flying at top speed, Fayola bolted through the sky, eyes and ears alert. She searched for the inevitable. It didn't take long. Gunshots boomed, men yelled, children screamed. Fayola willed her wings to flap faster, harder. They couldn't. They didn't. I said, stop. Fayola lifted higher in the sky as she drew closer to the sound of yelling and crying. More gunfire rang out, heating her blood and sharpening her intent. Bang, bang. Let that be a lesson to you. I said, stop. More crying erupted just as one of the screaming voices went silent. Fayola rushed toward the border. Her keen eyesight spotted 6 Sung-Hung soldiers. 3 rode elephants. Those elephants are larger than the one I disabled earlier. I should have fed from him, but that would have meant transforming, forcing my beak through his tough hide and then praying his disgusting blood would stay down. I didn't have time then. Do I now? Fayola didn't think she did, although her complete Impudulu form was faster and stronger than her hybrid body. She also did not want to frighten the children with her complete bird form. Fayola should not care what they thought of her, but listening to their terrified wails as they raced to the border barrier, she found the thought of the children shrieking at her true nature as distasteful as consuming an elephant's blood. Fayola shifted into her complete Impudulu form, an 8-foot, 200-pound black and white bird with a thick, long beak and tail and partially webbed toes with sharp talons. I might terrify the children, but being alive and frightened is better than being cold and dead. Fayola flapped her large wings. With a 30-foot wingspan, she could generate deadly lightning and deafening thunder. I can't do either, not here, not unless these soldiers leave me with no better options. Fayola swooped toward the men, knocking them off their mounts. Mei Lian and the other children had stopped a couple 100 feet from the border. None of them were in their animal form, and they formed a huddle around something. Someone she could not see. A bullet slammed into Fayola. 2, 3, more. She rushed at the shooting bears, smacking them aside with her wings. They crumpled to the ground but staggered back to their feet, bleeding from heads and arms but still in the fight. The 3 elephant shifters charged her, forcing Fayola to retreat to the sky. Bright white lights from the border towers were turned in her direction, taking away the advantage the night sky afforded a black bird. Get up. Fayola spoke in the children's minds, exerting energy she did not have to spare. Get up and get to the barrier entry point. If you don't, we'll all die. Fayola didn't wait for a response. Having a group of weeping children, a flying Impudulu, a shooting bears at the Takala border had created a public scene that went against all of her specialized training. Takala guards leveled rifles at everyone not on their side of the border. Flapping her wings, she released her lightning, striking the tower lights beamed at her. Still, the children hadn't moved. Bang, bang, bang. Viola dodged the bullets. Bang, bang, bang. Stand down, or we'll turn our weapons on those kids. There will be nothing to stop me from killing all of you if you do. Viola flew toward the children so fast. She had always been swift, but not today. Not when her speed mattered the most. Bang, bang. The shaggy-haired boy, whose name she hadn't bothered to learn no more than she had the names of most of Dr. Perez Soto's children, collapsed to the ground. Blood oozed from 2 wounds, head and chest. The first shot killed him. The second was meant as a message to me. The children screamed and cried, but their brutal murder had forced them into motion again. They ran for the border, leaving behind more than one victim of the Sung-Hung soldiers' heartlessness. Viola finally understood why the children had stopped, who they had been huddling around. A naked boy with long black hair stared at her, unseeing, dead. Ping. Viola landed beside him. The young elephant shifter had offered her cold water and warm blood. She hadn't taken the former, but denied. She had taken the former, but denied the latter. Yet it still spilled, not for a pact of protection, but because death was the most heinous cost of war. Wasted blood, a wasted life. Bullets slammed into her back, not sinking in the way they had the children at her talent feet, but still painful. Spreading wings to their full width, Viola flew low and directly behind the running children. Then, using her body as a shield, she urged them forward. Jawahir stumbled and fell. With the beak made as much for killing prey as it was for carrying nestlings, Viola snatched up the 3 youngest children by their jacket collars. They sniffled and cried, but they didn't scream or fight to free themselves from her grasp. Della Eaton, I knew you would come. Jawahir petted the side of her long beak as if she wasn't a bloodthirsty predator. Heavy padded feet hit the ground behind her, and she knew the elephants were on the move. Thank you.